Okay. Dah pukul berapa dah sekarang? Okay, almost 12 kelas Okay, so we have another 45 minutes. Okay, cikgu teruskan Okay, kalau siapa nak minum air, kita minum air sekejap. Cikgu minum air sekejap Okay.
Apa dia, Chef?
Makan okey?
Okey.
Hari ni mak masak apa? Kita take break lah.
Breakfast saya makan biskut.
Oh, biskut je. Oh, so your mom dah masak heavy lunch lah kejap lagi.
Heavy lunch. Can't wait.
Wow, okay. Jom kita siap. Your mom masak apa? Ayam masak merah?
Saya pun tak tahu. Alexa mystery.
Tadi cikgu tutup kamera ke tadi?
For a while, I think.
Kejap je lah kan?
Hmm.
Masa cikgu present tadi semua nampak kan
Nampak?
Okay, right. So, ada seorang, siapa yang chat ni? Kalau you nak chat pun boleh kat situ tulis chatting Cikgu nak air sekejap. Iman, are you okay? Tak dengar suara becok Iman? Iman selalu Iman becok dengan Azian.
Okay.
Okay. Turn on your camera lah Iman. Nak tengok bilik Iman.
Apa tak nice lah.
Right, okay lah tak apa. Right, so jom dah kelas So let's start. Cikgu rasa everybody tak sabar nak makan tengah hari kan. Okay, so kita habiskan this question. Okay, we proceed to back to just now our discussion. Okay. Alright, fingerprint. Oh yes fingerprint ni nowadays kalau kamu tengok kelas iPhone 12 dah keluarkan Adam kan? Everybody is talking about it kan? Adam, are you here? Hello? Hello Adam. Roger, Adam. Okay. Senyap sunyi semua orang. Semua okey Dini?
Okay, Chef.
Aki seorang je okey ni.
Saya pun okey.
Okay Dini, alright. Okay, so fingerprint. Alright, okay. Fingerprint is actually a very common example lah kelas Okay, selalu ditanya soalan ni. Okay, fingerprint and then satu lagi, yes, bila kita susun ni cantik je kan? Cikgu rasa kalau susun kelas kita tu, siapa yang paling tinggi? Akil ke Alif? Ke Adam? Bakir tinggi juga Sama juga, okay?
Akil
paling tinggi lah. Okay. Ashraf ada Ashraf? Okay, Ashraf paling comel lah kan? Irfan tengah-tengah je biasa kan? Irfan Arzik macam apa? Aziz ada tak lah ni?
Tak ada.
Aziz tak ada hari ni. Okay, so jom kita jawab soalan ni. Simple je soalan ni. Okay, apakah dua jenis variation? Definitely, fingerprint is?
Discontinuous.
Yes. Okay, 1.1a. Fingerprint is discontinuous Ya, conti. Cikgu ni ejaan salah. Okay, Discontinuous. Okay, so diagram B buang this jadi continuous. Okay, tak ada this so continuous USA variation. Okay, so apa beza kelas? Jadi kamu nak jawab apa perbezaan antara dua ni? Perbezaan antara dua ni. First, in term of, what can you say in term of apa ni? Okay, katalah kita ambil bentuk graf. Kita ambil bentuk graf. What can you say about the apa ni? About the graph?
Continuous is bell shape.
Okay, bell shape. Whereas?
Discontinuous is a bar graph.
Okay, ataupun graph for height. Height shows okay, normal distribution, bell shape. Whereas atau bar graph for fingerprints shown discrete distribution. Okay. So let's teacher show you. Wait. Okay, so cuba bagi teruslah share. Kita okay, nak save time. Okay, cuba bagi terus jawapan dia. Nanti you boleh tengok lah. So this is question variation, am I right? Okay. Chapter 4. Sekejap guys Okay, selain daripada tu, what else? Ada tak intermediate? Which one will show the intermediate characteristic?
Continuous.
Yes, okay. So, jadi kalau kita tengok kat sini difference yang pertama, okay. Body height tadi distinctive, whereas fingerprint are clear. Okay, meaning distinctive. Okay, that means you can okay, observe clearly between the differences between the fingerprints. Okay, so body height, like teacher mentioned just now, kita dah banyak kali discuss kelas kan. Body height ini influenced by environmental. Okay, environmental tu also can influence the body height. Your body height and of course genetic, of course lah. Everybody carry its own genetic factors. Okay, but body height can influence by the environment. Okay, whereas fingerprint macam mana fingerprint ini kamu tak boleh nak tipu. That's why kalau dulu-dulu pasport kita, IC kita, okay, memang ambil fingerprint dulu. Nowadays dah makin canggih with the technology sekarang ni, kita dah fingerprint masih lagi diguna pakai, tapi sekarang kita guna muka pula kan, ID, our face, face ID. Right, so fingerprint also only control only control by genetic je. Okay, only Right, so next, the second point, body height shows normal distribution, whereas fingerprint shows discrete distribution. This one kita dah discuss tadi, ulang balik, okay, ulang-ulang banyak kali supaya kamu ingat. Right, and body height shows intermediate. This is what teacher mentioned kelas characteristic, but type fingerprint tak ada. Dia tak ada intermediate Kalau kalau fingerprint kamu fingerprint kamu tu that shape, okay, itulah dia. Okay, dalam nota dalam textbook kita ni dia ada bagi 4 je lah contoh discontinuous gambar lah Okay, fingerprint ni semua orang boleh Google lah tengok Okay, alright. So jadi kamu bagi mana-mana dua. Okay, mana-mana dua any two, you can get 4 marks. Okay, tambah lagi kelas ada sikit lagi. Body height controlled by polygenes. Many pair ni maksudnya kelas polygenes. Okay, body height controlled by polygenes, whereas fingerprint only controlled by a pair. Okay, a pair means sepasang gene, satu gene, one pair. Okay, one pair compared to polygene, many pair. Okay, polygenes atau many pair. Okay, and body height is a quantitative. Okay, quantitative meaning you boleh measure daripada extreme to the others. Okay, okay, that's why kalau nampak kat sini dia ada apa tu rendah, okay, sederhana rendah, okay, paling tinggi, sederhana tinggi, okay, macam tu right. So dia ada lebih measured, you can measure in quantitative character. That's why dia ada julat. Okay, but fingerprint is a qualitative, cannot be measured or graded from one extreme to another. Okay, so any two you can get 4 marks. Okay, so that is the first question required for you. Okay, next soalan C. Apa pentingnya variation kelas? Okay, pentingnya variation Tuhan jadikan. Inilah hikmah Tuhan jadikan kita difference. Even sibling pun difference. Am I right? Okay, kalau we are from the same parents pun sometimes, okay, we shows a difference phenotype atau character. So the importance why we shows a difference, okay, tiba-tiba Akil kena sambung belajar ke Kutub Utara, okay, nak tak nak Akil kena adapt, right? So some individuals, okay, we are having better adaptation to environment condition. Okay, sebab kalau cikgu rasa kalau cikgu duduk negara Eropah, cikgu mesti kurus sebab cikgu macam cikgu pergi Turki cikgu tak boleh adapt dengan makanan lah, maybe 10 hari kot Kalau dah terpaksa mungkin boleh adapt, kan? Cikgu turun 2 kilo je, macam cerita kamu kan? Right, tu satu Yang kedua, pentingnya variation Tuhan jadikan for better adaptation. Okay, like teacher mention macam di Afrika those yang sickle cell anemia akan better survive. Okay, compared to those yang normal blood normal erythrocyte shape. Okay, dia lebih survive sebab malaria, penyakit malaria disebabkan oleh parasite tu okay, plasmodium tu tak boleh survive in sickle cell anemia people. Okay, they will die. So itu antara satunya individu are better adapted for survival. Right? Okay, contoh lain camouflage from their predator. Ni ada satu soalan camouflage nanti. Okay, so next ini cikgu rasa tadi masa soalan objektif kita dah banyak buat dah soalan ni. Okay, the diagram tu kelas nampak sangat Okay, P tu daripada pendek tiba-tiba jadi P tu ialah tiba-tiba tak ada C. Am I right? Tengok balik pada soalan ni kelas soalan tunjuk tak ada gene C dah jadi
dah hapus.
Dah jadi deleted Okay, so kalau tengok kat sini okay, refer to our question tadi balik. Kalau tengok okay, what happened to gene C for chromosome P? Okay, A ada, B ada, D ada, E, F, G present. So tiba-tiba there is no C. So automatic this is what class?
Deletion.
Deletion. Yes, senang. Ini senang deletion. Okay, untuk Q pun senang juga. Kalau kita tengok kat sini. Okay, untuk Q, what happened to this chromosome? A, B, C maintain Tiba-tiba what happened? Okay, D, E, F, and then suddenly G pun ada, tiba-tiba ada another extra F, G. So what is this type of mutation? Ini adalah what of this type of mutation? F, G ada 2 kali. So this is duplication. Okay, addition, duplication, right? Okay, explain one bad effect caused by mutation. Tadi kita kata apa baiknya variation apa pentingnya variation. Now, okay, apa buruknya ataupun apa yang tidak bagusnya, kesan tak baiknya mutation ni. Anyone? Siapa nak jawab? Try mutation. Apa tak baiknya mutation to in our body? What happened, class?
It can damage gene structure.
Ulang Akil, cikgu tulis.
It can damage gene structure.
Yes, very good. Okay, it can damage the gene.
Structure.
Okay, it can damage the gene structure. Okay, so contohnya kalau apa ni, bone marrow atau liver okay, dia akan menyebabkan damage pada our liver tu satu. Okay, yang kedua, it also can lead to cancerous cell. Okay, this make the cell cancerous atau kill the cell. Okay, it will kill the cell atau lead to cancer. Okay. Right, lead to cancer cell, right? Okay. So done with that. Now our second question, class. Familiar tak dengan apa ni? Haiwan ni? Okay, haiwan ni top dalam kita punya textbook pun ada. Okay, it is called as a moth. Okay, bahasa biasanya moth atau scientificnya ialah Biston bitularia. Biston bitularia is a very famous sample kelas then be studied by scientists. Okay, kalau you further your study nanti kamu akan jumpa again. Okay, how this Biston bitularia ni has been studied by scientists. Okay, so given in this question, ini ada kaitan dengan inheritance before this. Parents dia dua-dua hitam Okay, black moth black wing black wing. Am I right, class? Bila black wing cross with black wing, dapat anak dia 3 black. Okay, phenotype anak dia 3 black and 1 white. Okay, so what do you think is the genotype of the black color wing and the genotype of the pale and speckle color wing? Okay, sebelum tu cikgu tanya, ini monohybrid ke dihybrid? Ini monohybrid ke dihybrid ni? Di ke mono? Satu ke dua? Is a monohybrid. Okay, sebab apa yang kamu perhati? You just observe apa, kelas? Wing?
One trait.
Yang one trait iaitu wing colour. Yes, kita hanya observe the wing colour Okay, trait dia ialah wing colour You good, Akil So it's a monohybrid. Right? So bila you dapat phenotypic ratio like this, 3 black wing. Okay, 3 black wing to 1 white. Okay, dia tulis sini white pale Okay, 1 white atau pale speckle. Okay, this is automatically shows as a monohybrid, the first law the Mendel first law. Okay, Mendel first law. So dia guna kat sini dia tak bagi apa-apa alphabet. So dia bagi B. Ada kat sini kan. Okay, given in question B B is the dominant. Okay, the small b is the recessive. So macam mana nak tulis genotype? Okay, kita dah buat banyak kali dah exercise ni kan. So genotype for this parent hetero ke homozygous black? Heterozygous
Homo.
Yes, homo. Kalau homo tak dapat putih ni, Akil.
Heterozygous.
Okay, black maksudnya kat sini ayah, sorry. The parents here Okay, the parents sini mesti must be heterozygous. Because why? Because anak yang ini
Dapat
carry
putih.
yes, ada putih. Meaning where this anak dapat where this anak inherit, of course from their parents, right? So meaning parents dia ada carry, each of parent ada carry recessive allele. Understand teacher? Boleh kelas? Okay, so the genotype for black color must be heterozygous. Okay, and of course the white one is a homozygous recessive. This one cannot deny. Okay, so state the dominant trait of the moth. Apa dominant trait of the moth class? Black ke white?
Black.
Yes, it's a black color. The black color wing is the dominant trait. Okay, why? Explain your answer. 1 mark. Kenapa you kata dominant is a black color? Black color is the dominant trait in this situation. Because, okay, balik kepada ni. Okay, kelas ni apa-apa pun nak jawab soalan macam ni, you back to the pattern of offspring that shows the pattern 3:1.
1 ratio.
Yes, so how you nak construct your word sentence? You mention that more number of moth are black color. Okay, more number.
Offspring dia lah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is the concept behind it, Adam. Apa-apa pun you nak nampak the concept of pewarisan. Pewarisan means you inherit something, you waris something from your parents. So you must show the pattern, offspring patterns. Okay, pattern of offspring, pattern of inheritance that shows by offspring actually menggambarkan your genotype of parents. Itu dia punya keyword. Okay, so in this case 3 black to 1 white. Okay, where does this offspring, mana anak ni dapat this white allele? Of course from their parents. Okay, so black, yang 3 black ini because of these 3 black because of okay, it must be B besar or B besar B kecil, B besar B kecil. Okay, so give reason why black color is a dominant. Because more number of class, how to say it? Because more number of black moths are produced. Okay, more number of black moths are produced. Okay, atau the offspring, more number of black moth offspring, offspring, okay, are produced. Okay, ataupun kalau kamu nak tulis 75% pun boleh. Okay, 75% of moth black color wing. Okay, while only 25% of the moth color white color offspring are produced pun boleh. Your explanation. Okay, so explain how the offspring inherit the pale and the speckled color wing. So macam mana anak yang tadi dapat B kecil. Okay, macam mana dapat soalan? 3 markah ulang Akil.
Obtain 2 recessive alleles from the parents.
Okay, Ali hanya dapat Akil dapat point 3 je tu. Kan 3 markah. So how about point 1 and point 2? Okay. Apa-apa tadi cik kata mesti balik to the parents. Macam mana anak dia boleh dapat these 2 recessive allele? Kena sebut the genotype of the parents.
Oh, okay.
That's the way how you answer this question. Kan cik kata belajar inheritance actually you observing the pattern of inheritance, pattern of warisan that the parent pass to their generation. Okay. So kalau nak tengok apa ni, okay, teacher tunjuk kat kamu, cikgu guide kamu kelas the question so that you boleh terus dapat the concept Okay. Okay, Akil, you must mention the genotype of the parents as your first point. Both parents are heterozygous. Okay, which shows genotype big B, small b. Right? Okay, then during meiosis, the male gamete, kat sini dia apply the concept of monohybrid cross atau the Mendel first law. Okay, what is the Mendel first law? Law of segregation. Okay, law of segregation mention means during gamete formation, okay, each allele will end up in different gamete. Okay, so the male gamete receive allele big B or small b. Okay, vice versa, the female gamete receive allele big B or small b. Okay, so during fertilization, the male gamete which carry allele small b fuse with the female gamete which also carry small b. Okay, so that's why summary-nya kita dapati anak dia, offspring dia akan dapat a small b, small b. So any three of these will do to allow you to get 3 marks. Okay. Alright, so that is question C. Okay, last part of this question is okay, kelasnya C done. Okay, now soalan tanya apa penting, okay, apa pentingnya these differences to the moth? Okay, between black and white, mana yang akan lebih survive in nowadays? Nowadays kat kamu, mana yang lebih survive, hitam ke putih?
Hitam.
Yes, hitam. Kenapa hitam? Yes, the concept of apa kelas? Camouflage. Okay, the concept of camouflage apply kat sini Okay, the concept of camouflage apply. Okay, so having the variety in colour of moth, variation Okay, variation ini menyebabkan better adaptation ataupun the concept that we call as a camouflage. Okay, dia boleh menyamar So ini akan give better survival of the species. Okay, you can mention any lah. Okay, so soalan berikutnya ini nampak sangat kelas obviously this one kalau cikgu tak tanya pun cikgu nak tinjau our class kejap. Cikgu present tengok cikgu cakap seorang Iman, are you there? Aki je teman cikgu. Bakir, okay, Iman, Irfan, semua orang ada lagi. Okay, berapa orang lagi? Masih setia dengan cikgu lagi Thank you. Sikit lagi. Bertahan sikit lagi sebelum kita habiskan our class today. Syahidah, Yana. Okay. Syahidah tak nak tunjuk muka? Okay, so tadi kita start kat mana? Okay, soalan apa tadi? Yes, soalan ni. Soalan apa tadi kelas? Soalan ni cikgu rasa kamu dah banyak kali buat dah soalan ni. Okay, banyak kali dah buat soalan ni. Rasanya dah boleh jawab dah ni. Okay, so nampak je macam ni lah. Ada je mutagen. Mutagen ada berapa jenis tadi? 2 kan? Physical and chemical. Am I right? Okay, so dalam hal ini boleh nampak je this occurrence of this ribosome. This chromosome. Automatically you all nampak this one apa kelas? Senang ni soalan ni kan? Okay, ada mutagen ada mutagen agent. Okay, so tiba-tiba tak ada Q. Yeah, so this one is deletion. Obviously, deletion. Okay. Nama the process that cause the occurrence in the chromosome is a deletion. Okay. Right. Explain how the mutagen cause the occurrence. Okay. Agak-agak kamu what type of mutagen yang ni? Chemical ke? It can be chemical or physical, boleh tak?
Physical.
Okay, sebenarnya dalam ni dua-dua accepted. Accepted yakin Dua-dua boleh. Physical pun boleh. Chemical pun boleh. Okay, it may be X-ray. Okay, X-ray. Okay, it may be formaldehyde yang menyebabkan berlakunya deletion. Okay, deletion ni memang sangat bahaya kalau berlaku dalam our chromosome occurrence. Okay, because dia akan totally delete the information, delete the gene. Habis ni tak ada gene tu So it's very dangerous. Okay, so this is how you answer the question for explain Okay, explain how the mutagen causes the occurrence. Okay, so mutagen dalam ini it can be any type of mutagens. Okay, it can be radioactive radiation. Okay, physical X-ray pun boleh. Formaldehyde is chemical. Chemical. Okay, carcinogen, monosodium glutamate pun okay, ataupun apa-apa saja example yang cikgu dah sebut tadi. Okay, cikgu sebut tadi, you boleh you all boleh bagi radioaktif pun boleh, formaldehyde, X-ray, right? Okay, so itu fakta kelas fakta, you must mention the fakta. Ada fakta baru boleh berlaku occurrence macam atas tadi. Boleh berlaku deletion. Right, so how it happens? The mutagen has high radiation atau mutagen